Hey! Reviews!
Back up in here, yo.
Shut your mouth.
Well, I was gonna talk about Shaft though.
Dun, 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 dun. All right, we're about to talk about the spoilers and how does it end. For all the people, for some reason, that keep saying that we should label that it's a spoiler and how does it end video, it literally says that right down there, and we say it before we spoil it. So everybody dies. A typical black murder. Just kidding. That's not what happens at all. Shaft kills everybody that. He messes that dude up.
Yes.
That shot his car. Oh my
He
goodness.
messed everybody up, and the movie ends with them walking across the street just like this.
And Shaft does finally take a bullet.
Yeah.
Willingly.
To save his son.
And it's not even fatal either.
Yeah, he took one on the shoulder.
Yeah. So.
I think. You never actually really see where he got hit.
We're surmising because it drips down to his hand that's like holding this ridiculous OP shotgun. Yeah. Shoots the guy in the leg and then shoots him again in the chest and then shoots him again. He's like, that's from my car, mother. Typical Samuel L. Jackson. So basically, to kind of wrap the story up as a whole, Junior over here, his friend dies from a overdose. It's like 10 times the normal amount of heroin in a person's body, so there's no way he would have been able to shoot himself up with that. So he gets suspicious because he's an FBI agent and he looks at the toxicology report.
But he's a cyber.
He's a
data analyst.
Bum, bum, bum.
He's not a field agent. He's a data analyst.
Yeah.
And his friend's like, maybe you shouldn't tell people you're
just say you're FBI agent.
Just say you're FBI agent.
So a lot of those jokes hit pretty well because he's at the bar and there's like pretty attractive lady. He's like, "Oh, you work for the FBI?" He's like, "Yeah, I'm a data analyst."
And then she's like,
"Oh,
okay, I'll be over here."
Yeah. And the dude's like, "Told you, bro, to say you work for the FBI and leave it at that." So his friend gets caught up in like trying to help people and drug trafficking, which is crazy.
Yeah, I guess the organization he was working for was helping veterans, was also smuggling drugs.
Yeah, and he caught wind of it. Technically, I guess since he had a addiction before to drugs, they didn't really say what it was potentially, but it's probably cocaine maybe, or crack, one of the two.
Heroin.
All the above.
Probably heroin because they didn't really. He did heroin. They didn't say anything. Oh, he did heroin. Okay, they were like, oh, he's never done heroin. So
yeah, so it's very possible that it could have been all the above. But basically, the group that he tries to, or that he's with, they end up kind of using it as a front to smuggle drugs, and then he kind of figures it out with the help of Shaft over here, and then that Shaft gets involved. This one over here, by him. Yeah. And
so basically, he goes to his dad for help, then they get stuck, and he goes to his dad for help.
Because they need guns. And the oldest guy has more guns.
He has guns all over the place.
Like crazy. He's like, back in my day, we had little fisticuffs. And
he's like, he opens the door.
He's like, damn, Grandpa. He's like,
you got every gun ever made.
He's like, is there anything you don't have? So that was pretty good. Lots of jokes that hit on this one. Like when he gets punched by Benny. He's like, damn, you hit hard. He's like, I'm bleeding.
He's like, you can't hit her. It's a woman. He's like, I wouldn't say anything about she being a woman.
He's like, that's misogynistic. He was like, now see, ain't no one talking about her a woman. You the one that said she a woman. I didn't say nothing. That's being misogynistic. He's like, I'll make my opportunity, ass whooper.
And he gets hit. He's like, why is everyone so violent in
Harlem?
Oh, but man. Yeah, it was good. All the ad-libs and small little comments and things throughout the movie, it was pretty good.
And he was like, do you like pussy, Junior? And he was like, yeah. He's like, the way you said it doesn't sound like you like it. Brother, was it Brothers Looking Out for Brothers?
Brothers Helping Brothers or something like that.
I think it was Brothers Looking Out for Brothers.
Or something.
Because he was like,
they didn't do name. They didn't do name.
There's the first guy, too, when they walk in, he's like, can I help you? And they're like,
He's like, don't say anything. But overall, I mean, the story was just funny. They had a lot of comedy throughout the.
Oh yeah, all the way throughout.
And then it's the relationship with him and his friend Sasha, and just the interaction of him being so awkward around her, and them trying to like just He's like, why are you just friends? Sounds like you want to be more than friends. Maybe you should do something.
Yep, and he's like, yeah, and he's like drunk texting her, and then like it's crazy because they show the kind of like her evolution of like liking him, like as he becomes more assertive and confident in who he is, she actually likes that about him. Whereas before, she was okay with him being like the, kind of.
Which I kind of feel like she kind of always liked him, but he just never had like the assertive to ask her out.
He put himself in the friend zone.
Yeah.
Right? And then because he didn't do anything to make her want to take him out of the friend zone, he just stayed there, right? Yeah. So then as he got confident in who he was, and as she got to see that, hey, you know what? I thought he wasn't like a confident guy. Like he's super confident. Like he knows capoeira. He's an amazing marksman with a gun. Like he can fight, shoot, and take care of himself. Because she thought he was a pushover because all she remembers is when they were kids and the other guy had to help him.
Yeah, he got beat up. And then the whole movie's like, oh, I don't like guns. And so everyone kind of assumes he doesn't know how to use guns.
It reminded me of there's another movie like that too where he says was it The Rock? Did they say he doesn't like guns too?
So like that, yeah. Oh yeah, and right? Yeah, and then he's like, I don't like it.
He's being like a sniper with a shotgun.
Yeah, he's like, there's a little the dinner she's with him, because of the hit on him.
He's yeah.
He calls out a gun, starts just taking everybody out. He's like, I never said I wasn't good with guns. I just don't like them.
So that was pretty interesting.
She was like, he gonna buy me some more bullets though. She's like, reload the gun. He's like, you gonna buy me some more bullets though. That was good.
That's a real cute gun. I like it. It got the little blue colors. He's like, yeah, it's not his, it's mine though. But he gonna buy me some more bullets. That was pretty interesting. There's a lot of little commentary like that, or like when Shaft Senior like walks up to the guard, he's like, yeah, my son's here said I can't take you. And he's like, oh, I don't know about that, old man. Yeah. And he was like, well, put him up then to arm wrestle. Yeah. And then he hits him, and then later on he's like, I bet you he would beat you with some fries on the line. He said, no, some curly fries. Then he probably would have got you. So lots of humor and jokes throughout. Very, very good in my opinion. Yes. I think the only way that this could have been even remotely at all better is maybe have some so the surprise Method Man cameo.
Yeah.
Although I think he was in the first one too. Yeah. So if they maybe had, I don't know, like the guy who played Superfly or something else.
I think if the villain at the end, like that he's been searching for this entire time, was someone else, like from like the older Shaft.
Oh, probably.
It would have been cool if they would have did something like that.
Yeah,
but
like
the villain that he's been going the whole time, the reason why he was using the sun.
Yep.
To basically
was to hurt Shaft.
Yeah. He was trying to use the sun to basically hurt Shaft, and Shaft was using his son to find this guy. So kind of
like weird circle. The kind of reveal. Although if you're paying attention, you kind of understand probably why he's after this guy. They do a really good job of making you think that he was only after this guy for revenge. From an old, kind of grudge from before. But the whole reason why he really wants to get this guy is because he tried to take out the one thing that he loves the most in the world, which was his son.
Yeah.
And
Shaft thought it was going to be a hit on him.
Yep. And then he goes to explain that, oh, nope, I was after your son the whole time. And it kind of makes it all, you kind of have that, aw moment, even though it's like very, bleak. Everyone seems like, he has his son dead to rights. And he takes a bullet for him.
And then Senior Shaft throws the knife, and he does a no-look shotgun shot while he's leaned over. I'm like, really?
I like the where he's like at the very end. He's like, what? You said you brought me some what? Oh, I thought you said you brought me some. And he turns to the moms and he's like, oh, you did bring me some.
When we see the Senior, and he's like, the Grim Reaper, the death coming from me.
He sees his dad in the hat. And he's like, Dad. Is that you? Oh man. So yeah, lots of good comedy throughout this one. It's definitely a knee slapper. A lot of people in my theater were cracking up. Wasn't too packed, but it sounded like a packed theater with all the laughs that were in there for the theater I was in. I don't know about you.
Yeah, well, I wasn't that full, but I mean, people fairly enjoyed it that were in the movie theater laughing at stuff, so it worked.
Yeah, a lot of laughs. Anything else you want to talk about on this one?
Pretty much it, except for Virginia when she was in there in the bathroom hyping herself up.
Oh man, she's hyping herself up so much, and then there's all different kinds of things that she's saying.
It's all at the wall, like basically, like I don't want to talk the shop, but she's going off,
and then
she walks away, and this white lady just sitting there going, "What the hell?"
Like, oh my gosh, yeah, that was pretty wild.
He's like, "What did she just say?"
Or like the scene where they're sitting down and like her date is like, "This is a table for two," and he's like, "It is a table for two," and he's like, "Oh, okay, yeah, I should leave." Or where he's like, "You drive?" And he's like, "Yeah, I drove." And he's like, "Well, come on, the day ain't over." And he's like, "Backseat."
We take the keys, and he's like, "What's my car?" Day ain't over. Let's go.
Yeah. He's like, "Be careful, it's the lease." Yeah, that part is pretty crazy. Or like the part where he messes it up, and he's like, "You gonna break me off?" And she's like, "See, you had to go and mess it up." It's like a very heartfelt moment where he's like explaining that like Junior came to him and sought him out, where she was like, "Oh, this whole time I was trying to keep him from you, and but he still couldn't deny his roots and his ties to you, and he came to you." Yeah. And he's like, "Yeah,
I'm gonna keep him safe and everything else. We're good."
You gonna break me off, son?" And she's like, "See, you had to go and mess it up." It kind of ruins the moment.
You still gonna be thinking about it though.
Yeah, she closes the door, or then when that white guy keeps coming to look at him in the hallway, he takes the gun out like, "You got a problem?"
Can I help you?
And he's like, "Oh," goes back inside, locks the doors up. So it's good. Lots of comedy throughout, like we said. Any other spoilers you want to talk about?
That's pretty much. We covered most of it without going over the whole movie. But yeah.
Right.
But that's how much you can tell we've enjoyed this movie.
Oh yeah, it was really good, really good. I would be surprised if someone left not enjoying it. I mean, if you don't like Shaft at all in general, then like don't go watch this, obviously. But if you do like Samuel L. Jackson and you enjoyed the previous role where he was Shaft before, you'll love this one too. So until the next time, peace. Like, comment, subscribe.
Share it to everybody.
We out.
Share it now.